great. See, you pictures red. Well, yeah, it looks like it. But usually that turns red. Just letting you know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I squeezed it too much. I don't know my own strength sometimes. Okay. Hopefully they're not listening to this. Maybe they are. Yeah, right. Let's see. All right, how are you doing? Welcome. You probably heard me talking just a little bit there. We were talking about. I'll just go ahead and tell you this little clip on the mic. Yesterday, I took it off, and I don't know if lifting too many weights. Anyway, just crushed it and broke the spring, and we got a new one. So anyway, that's what I was talking about. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. Enjoy this break. Temperature's a little cooler out there today. You know, the last couple of days we were at 80, let's see, on Tuesday, 82 Wednesday. Today, highs only in the upper 60s, clouds. We'll see maybe a little sunshine, don't expect much. So a little bit of a cooler, breezy day today, but it won't last. We will warm up over the weekend. And matter of fact, I think early next week will likely be in the low 80s. And here's a problem. You know, we're approaching spring, but it's really hard for us to see much in the way of rain in the rain gauge. I think we've got maybe a couple of opportunities, but they just don't look very good. But having said all that, we're approaching that time of the year. I think I talked about this yesterday. We're approaching that time of the year where we can see severe weather. Now, I don't see any of that, but I'm seeing indications as we get closer to the middle part of the month, the latter part of the month. We're getting there. So just hang in there. We're going from winter into spring. All right, we're going to start off with the joke. I usually don't, but we'll start off with the joke since David was quick. David, you must have just hit that button right as it came across. But anyway, David Bella says, I've started telling everyone about the benefits of eating dried grapes. It's all about raising awareness. That's a good one, David. Do you like that? That was a good one. All right. I may even repeat that one at the end because it was so good. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Okay, so time change or not, I'm selfish. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm selfish about this one subject, not in general, but about this one subject, you know, because I go to bed at 7:30 at night. I do not like it when daylight savings time rolls around. Yes, I've got the curtains and the whole thing, but you can't really, it's hard to block out the kids and the lawnmowers and noise, and everybody's just up and at 'em at 7:30 in the evening when we get to daylight savings time. But here's the deal. If we did not have daylight savings time, you can see here, by June the 20th, the sun would go down at 7:30 and it'd be pretty dark once you get past 8 o'clock. Well, that's why we have to, July 4th, we wait till almost 9 o'clock to be able to shoot the fireworks off because it's still light outside. So anyway, those are the times. I don't know how you feel about it. Most people really like daylight savings time, but again, kind of selfish in this one respect, and I'm not too fond of it. But anyway, it's happening whether we like it or not. Not this weekend. I'm bringing it up because it's coming up on March the 9th, early, 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, March the 9th. All right, temperature out there, 63 degrees. Low this morning, we were at 59. That's all we got down to was 59 degrees. Now, this is interesting. This is a couple days in a row that we've had a record high from a long way back. 90 degrees was the record high, and that was set back in 1918. And from the image here, you can see the cloud cover out there right now. Let's see, we don't want to do that. Let's erase that. Okay, here's what I'm expecting as we head through the rest of the day. Lots of clouds. We may see just a little bit of some sunshine, not a whole lot. Highs in the upper 60s, around 68. And it is breezy out there. We'll take a look at the winds here in just a second. And once the sun goes down, temperatures will be in the 60s as well. Okay, so current temperature 63, Seguin 65, Gonzales 66, Uvalde's coming in at 67, and I was just outside just a second ago. To me, it feels pretty good at 63. Notice the further to the south that you live, temperature's a little warmer. Cotulla 71, George West 74, Victoria 71. Further to the north, temperatures are generally cooler. Up in Fredericksburg, it is 58. Kerrville's at 60, and Austin coming in at around 62 degrees. All right, winds earlier this morning were about 16, now 20. And these are the sustained wind speeds. These are not the wind gusts. Winds at 20 miles an hour with wind gust about 25, Hondo 22, and Seguin winds out of the north at about 20 miles per hour. New Braunfels 25. Let's see where that frontal boundary is right now. Let's see, I drew it on here not too long ago. It looks like from New Orleans to right around Brownsville. Brownsville is at 78. You can tell that front went through Brownsville because at this time of the day, they should be going up and instead going down just a little bit. But it's 77 in Brownsville, Corpus Christi 76, we've got 63, Houston's at 70, Dallas-Fort Worth coming in at 62, and Midland, Odessa at 57. You can tell the further to the north that you go, the cooler that it is, and it should be that way, continuing to just cool off up there to the north. Let's take a look at the national map. And, just not a whole lot of cooling behind this frontal boundary. Let's see, we should be about right there. Look at how much real estate weather is really nice. I mean, Denver today, topping out lower 60s. Wichita, Kansas, 64. St. Louis, 62. So winter is in full retreat. If you're traveling up to the New England area, it's a little inclement there, but most of the country really looking good. Temperatures in the 80s at Phoenix and Miami. Temperatures in the 80s there as well. Okay, temperatures in the 80s there. Okay, so remember I was talking a couple days ago how we'd have this frontal boundary today, but no upper level support, so no shower activity. Pretty much the case. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, partly cloudy skies. We're going to have this real quick system that comes in Monday into Tuesday, but it's so far to the north. Now, I was looking at the future SCUT or the sounding, how the atmosphere is looking from the ground up. And Tuesday, if that upper level system was a little bit further to the south and came through in the afternoon, maybe looking at a line of thunderstorms. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think most rainfall will be to the north or to the east. The upper level system just kind of far to the north. Big snow, though, in Colorado. Snow is still falling there in Utah and Colorado this time of the year. By the way, I know I've said this before, but the best skiing, in my opinion, is Utah. I went spring break a couple of years ago, and only because I was going to Colorado, that was my place to go. But in Utah, that snow, I mean, it just doesn't melt, and it's so powdery, and it seems like it's always like that. So anyway, ski Utah if you haven't skied Utah. All right, anyway, storm system kicks through, and we'll be looking at some nice weather for the rest of next week. I'll show you the 14-day coming up here in just a second. Okay, so temperatures today, again, upper 60s, that's it. Tomorrow morning, low, the computer model says 50. I think we'll be in the upper 40s. Kind of partly cloudy skies tomorrow, and we should reach the 70s. And again, I think Saturday and Sunday will be in the 70s as well. Let's take a sneak peek at the pollen count. Molds are 160 and light. And that's it. Yesterday, I believe we had elm, we had ash, we had a couple of other ingredients in there. All right, so here's the 14-day. Tomorrow morning, 49, 72 for a high. Upper 70s for the weekend. 79 Saturday, Sunday 77. Really nice. Looks like a good weekend. Partly cloudy skies. 10 to 20% chance of rain Monday into Tuesday. This is a Pacific front. I've got two frontal boundaries coming through, one on the 4th and one on the 8th. Both of those are Pacific fronts. I just don't see a lot of cool air behind them. So highs continue to be in the 70s. It's more drying than anything else. So Thursday morning down to 44 on the 6th, high 73. Here comes another frontal boundary on Saturday. It's Pacific. Don't forget to spring forward 1 hour. Temperatures 8th and 9th in the 70s. And then I think 80s, and I'm going for it. I contemplated whether putting this in because it's so far out there on the 14th day, March 12th, but I went with 90. We'll see what happens. Mark that down. We'll see how close we come. Greg over here is marking it down on March 12th. 90 degrees is what I've got on the 14th day. So we'll see what happens. Hey, I'm bold here, you know. Well, let's just go for it. This is what I think. So, but I still don't see a whole lot of rain. That's the bad news. Okay, I gotta run do the noon show real quick. Let's see, Paul. I thought this ridiculous wind and cold weather is finally over. Well, You know, I mean, it's not really cold. It's just kind of cool out there. High at about 69. You must be watching from, you must be up there in the hill country. It's a little bit cooler there. Pit, but well, you know what? Your barbecue pit is calling your name, Raul, this weekend. It's got it. Have a great time. Make some brisket or whatever you're going to do. Usually it's hamburgers and hot dogs. But anyway, have a good time. Okay, one more time. I got to do the joke. David Bellis. Okay, I've started telling everyone about the benefits of eating dried grapes. It's all about raising awareness. Love it. I like that one, David. I like that one. Okay. Thanks for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. I got to run and do the noon show. Make sure to watch 4, 5, 6, and 10, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. Okay. We'll see you later.